Namaste. In this short three-part series, we are going to understand what is Mahalayam and what is so special about Mahalaya Paksham in particular, and how to perform Mahalayam. Mahalaya Paksham, as we know, is centered around performing our worship, or rather remembering our Pitrus or forefathers. Just imagine that if you were to kind of recognize who you are, why you are here on this earth, and what's the purpose. You need certain people that you need to completely understand that made it possible for you. Going back 7 generations, just 7 generations of your father, your grandparents, your great grandparents, etc., makes up 128 people. 128. Let that sink in your mind. 128 people made it happen. The DNA that you have today comes from 128 people, if you were to just take 7 generations that we talk about. In order to have, gotten birth on this earth, what we really have to understand is our Vedic calendar is split up in a way that when we pray to Devatas in the first 6 months of the year, which is called Uttarayana Kalam, right around the time that from January until about July, right? And from July onwards, it's called Dakshinayana Kalam. During Dakshinayana Kalam, the first thing that we are given to understand is understanding our acharyas. Our acharyas, they start their Chaturmasi Sankalpam. Right around that time when Dakshinayanam starts, we pray to Vyasa to understand the Vedas. And right through that journey, once you understand your acharyas and get to know about the life that you have, who's given you this life, why you are here, right? You know that it's the Pitrus. The Pitrus are the forefathers that rooted for you, right? They, Devatas, Pitrus, and the Rishis are three that we have runas for, or what we call as debts. But those debts are not because of something that that we owe them, but they really put a bet on us in doing something good in return for getting this birth. So because we got this birth, we have to give back something. So the give back something is for these devatas, rishis, and the pitrus. We learned a little bit about the devatas and the rishis that you interacted with in the first part of the year. Right after that is what's called the Bhadrapada Masam that comes in, which is called the Nabasya Masam. So in Nabasya Masam, it's supposed to open up the skies. Nabha, of course, is the word comes from the Padmanabha, which is the navel of Perumal, right, Sriman Narayana. But that is supposed to open up the skies, are also known as Nabasya, when it's pours plentiful in terms of the rains and everything else. Through the rains do come all our ancestors. They're all set to descend on the earth and take some form, because they are devatas. So they can take different forms and come back to earth, even though they may not show up to us in their original forms. They are here to receive the offerings that you make to them. And those offerings are special from the month of Bhadrapada through Kartika. But the 15 days is being selected for us to pay our respects in Krishna Paksha of Bhadrapada, from the first, Pratipada or Pratama Titi, all the way until Amavasya. It's 15 days, not for some easy reason. It is there for a reason where every titi, right? We remember people that have passed away by their titis, and since the 15 days covers every titi, that's the reason why we have the full 15 days allocated to them. And this is a special Amavasya because it's just not that you perform on only the Amavasya. We will learn about why it's special in the next part. But in this part, if you look at the sequence, it is you learn about the devatas, then you go to the rishis or the acharyas doing the Chaturmasya Sankalpam. They help you understand your pitrus or the forefathers, the importance of the pitrus or the ones that gave birth to you. And when you understand the pitrus that they gave birth to you, you will understand that the next thing that comes up is Navarathri. Navaratri is the prayers that we offer to Amavaru or the Tayar or the Shakti or the Lakshmis that there are. We worship them because the mothers, right? The universal mothers that really brought us to this world is what we understand. As soon as you finish Bhadrapada Masas, we go into Ashwayuja. Ashwayuja starts with Navaratri. The 10 days of Navaratri are great. On the 10th day is when you realize that the Tayar or the mother will take you to the ultimate Sriman Narayana, who takes avataram as Srinivasa. At the end of the Navaratri on Shravana day, usually it's celebrated as the Avatara Dinam of Vrishabhadri, Vrishadipate, Lord Venkateshwara. So the Lord Venkateshwara is the ultimate, and everything goes and leads up to him, in a way that we look at from our calendar perspective.